Hey, good morning from the office. I am your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. There are all the ways you can contact the show right there, our email address and our phone number and social media. Anybody remember 1984? Remember that? 1984, right? I want to, all right, first of all, don't you like how I say first of all for 9 minutes, like for 12 things? There's never a day I don't want to come and do the show. There's never a day. There's the days that the show is tough. And, if you're new to the show or you've been a long time, not getting personal, but I know you're out there and I'm talking to you. So I tell you things, and some days it's tough to do the show because one, I have to stay focused, and God knows sometimes I can't stay focused. But the days it's tough to do the show is when I come here in the morning and I'm reminded on a daily basis, some worse than others, of how some people hate this country. Now, I absolutely love this country. I'll never forget. It was just said not long ago. My brother called me and he was talking about my dad, and he said, "Dad didn't love the government; he loved this country." And I agree with that. I love this country, and there's days I get up and I'm reminded, and I'm taken back that people hate the country. Now, what I mean by that is when I was a kid, we had two political parties or whatever. And, if you're old enough to remember the other parties, the Dixiecrats, woo, wow. But anyhow, just saying, when I was a kid, there was two political parties that were challenging you for your vote based on how they felt they loved America more than the other guys and gals. We love America so much, we're going to do this. No, we love America so much, we're going to do this. And at that time, I didn't intend to open the show this way because I wanted to say, I just get really bothered some days when I have to come and talk about how did we get to a point that America is hated so bad from within? Now, my grandfather, God rest his soul, Earl, was a Democrat. My grandfather was a Democrat, all right? Died late 70s, okay? 1977 or something, Democrat. But at that time, I grew up at a time when the two parties, I remember, and I got to get off this because I remember my dad, lifelong Republican, arguing. And in a way, it was great because I was just a little kid arguing with my grandfather between Johnson and Nixon and so on. And they were great discussions because grandfather's a Democrat, dad's a Republican, and who loved the country the most that was going to move the country in a direction? When did they turn? We've got such a fraction. When did they turn Democrats to hate? I know what you're thinking out there. Well, wait a minute. That's just not right. You're being, biased. Be did they turn Democrats to hate? See, I know all these answers. I'm just saying it in my heart. I don't want to be out there. When did they turn Democrats to hate this country? The media to hate this country. And then a fraction of what's called Republicans to feel a global unity is better than America first. All right, so I want to play a video because, first of all, I've talked about it here. If you're new to the show, remember when China expelled the journalists? Remember when China turned off, it seems just recently, they turned off the TV cameras in China around Wuhan, shut it down. But then they brought back MSNBC and CNN just at the right time, okay, to sell their propaganda. Look, China sells this. Let me give you, hold on here. I wasn't going to go there. Damn it. Is it going to be that kind of day? Okay, so give me number. Hang tight there, Baba Louie. I'll take it here. Good morning, Emily. How are you? Okay. Give me number 84 if you have them all. I sent 90 pictures. These people are amazing. Destiny and Emily, they do such a great job for us every day getting pictures. And I sent 84 and they went, there you go. Sources: intelligence from the U.S. allies show virus came from market in China. You see, Trump and Pompeo, we're out there. We played the video. Remember, we played about 4 minutes of video about 4 weeks ago. Actually, we were in the front of the people that were talking about where it came from and played that video. Folks, this happened this morning. They're back to selling the propaganda that it came from, a wet market from a bat that was 40 miles away. Oh, my God, you and your damn bats. Anyhow, so that's what they're trying to sell this morning. We're going to talk about that, okay? Remember this group right here. I want to talk about this group right here for a reason, because remember I told you yesterday, it's only Tuesday. We don't want to forget. Give me number 8. We're gonna bring some things to highlight because we have to make an effort to get the president of the United States reelected, and we will. We will work together every day. Sometimes I ask myself, what's the show about? Is it about nothing like Seinfeld? But right now I feel I want the focus of this show to be to do what I have to do to bring you information, like it or not. You're going to have to be prepared with the like it or not. You're going to have to be prepared with what that piece of SH *** Joe Scarborough is saying about our president. You have to be prepared that CNN is running this propaganda and MSNBC to try to help China do what? Get out of a trade deal? So China, there's no culpability. Why are they helping them? See these people on the screen? All right, let's move here. I want a separate segment, okay? Emily, I want you to start all over with a second segment. Now, this is not going to be a happy segment to open up this morning, okay? And it's not going to be something that's going to be, you're going to wonder, like, why are you doing this? But we have to be on the same page. Now, if you don't remember 1984, take that picture down, all right? Take that down. I'm sorry. If you don't remember 1984, okay? Now, we have just coming off, and everything they're doing, I predicted. Yes, I predicted for weeks they were going to do this. I knew for weeks they were going to go after our senior citizens and try to beat down our president of the United States to our senior citizens to try to hurt that vote. I've known this every day. So in 1984, let me tell you what happens. 1980, Ronald Reagan, the great president, Ronald Reagan, not only rescued the hostages, and that's a long story, from Iran, and he didn't drop $50 billion worth of cash. He just got inaugurated. So you remember, okay, Iran's got these hostages, right? Jimmy Carter can't do nothing about it. They failed attempt to rescue them. He can't make it happen, all right? Reagan just lets the Iranians know it's going to be a bad day if he's president of the United States and they have the hostages, okay? Very firmly. So he doesn't drop a pallet of cash like Obama did, okay? He just gets inaugurated and they come home. So moving right along, okay, we had an astronomical, you can do the history later, we had astronomical interest rates through the roof. Unemployment, Home ownership was down. I mean, you know the whole list. So Reagan becomes president and he's running for reelection. This all matters, folks. He's running for reelection. And he puts out one of the greatest, you know, if you did top 10 greatest political ads, he puts out one of the greatest political ads ever in history as presidential candidate for reelection. Remember, for reelection. All right. Morning, MORN. Okay. No U. Morning in America. Do you have that YouTube video? It's 1 minute. It's called Morning in America. If you do, will you play that, please?
It's morning again in America. Today, more men and women will go to work than ever before in our country's history. With interest rates at about half the record highs of 1980, nearly 2,000 families today will buy new homes, more than at any time in the past 4 years. This afternoon, 6,500 young men and women will be married. And with inflation at less than half of what it was just 4 years ago, they can look forward with confidence to the future. It's morning again in America. And under the leadership of President Reagan, our country is prouder and stronger and better. Why would we ever want to return to where we were less than 4 short years ago?
So here's the reason we're starting out with that. Okay, we have to get the president of the United States reelected. All right, and we know Club for Growth hates him. We know that. Okay, we'll talk about that at a different time. So this is a reelection campaign. More people will be going to work. 2,000 families will be buying a home. Okay. Inflation. I mean, I remember 1984. Inflation is cut in half. Confidence. More people have confidence in the future. Why would you want to return just 4 short years ago? Why would you 4 short years ago? So that's the layout. Instead of 2,000 families today buying a home, they want to highlight how many will die. So what they've done, the Lincoln Project, they put a U in Morning in America, right? They've put a U in it. They've mimicked this video and the Lincoln Foundation. Do you have that one ready? It's a Twitter one. Do you know which one I'm talking about? If you do, let's go with it.
There's morning in America. Today, more than 60,000 Americans have died from a deadly virus Donald Trump ignored. With the economy in shambles, more than 26 million Americans are out of work, the worst economy in decades. Trump bailed out Wall Street, but not Main Street. This afternoon, millions of Americans will apply for unemployment, and with their savings run out, many are giving up hope. Millions worry that a loved one won't survive COVID-19. There's mourning in America, and under the leadership of Donald Trump, our country is weaker and sicker and poorer. And now, Americans are asking, if we have another 4 years like this, will there even be an America?
Paid for by the Lincoln Project, which is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Okay, so they totally took the first Morning in America, put a U in it, and turned it around. Now, you remember in the commercial with Reagan, there was all the, why would you go back to, because these are, well, there were all the positives. And then they flipped. You don't hear Reagan, okay, until 45 seconds in the 1 minute. All right? You don't hear it. You don't hear about him. They paralleled everything with this. 60 million dead as Trump ignored. Okay? 26 million unemployed. All right? Under the Donald Trump leadership. In 4 years, will there actually even be a country? Now, that's what I said to you when I came in this morning and we started. My struggle today is how can someone hate this country that bad? Now, we know the truth. Okay, let me see here. Hang on. Let's go with the Trump tweets in response. Number 17. Okay. Number 17, a group of rhino Republicans who failed badly 12 years ago, then again 8 years ago, and then got badly beaten by me, a political first timer 4 years ago, have copied no imagination, the concept of an ad from Ronald Reagan Morning in America, doing everything possible to, give me number 18, get even, number 18, okay, get even for all of their many failures. You see, these loser types don't care about 252 new federal judges, right? 2 Supreme Court judges, justices, and rebuilt military, protected Second Amendment, bigger ever tax regulation cuts, and much more. I didn't use any of them. Number 19, because they don't know how to win, and their so-called Lincoln Project is a disgrace to Honest Abe. I don't know what Kellyanne did to her deranged loser of a husband. Now, this is George Conway. Is that his name? Or, right? Kellyanne Conway's husband. He is deranged. Did to her deranged husband, Moonface. I like that one, Moonface. But it must have been really bad. John Weaver lost big for Kasich. To me, crazed Rick Wilson. Okay, so number 20, get Trump tweeted, lost to even McMuffin. Lost for even Evan McMuffin. Remember Evan McMuffin? This week, I'm sorry. He is from Utah, right? Ran against Trump. To me, Steve Schmidt, Reed Gavin lost for John McCain. Romney's campaign manager lost big to Obama, and Jennifer Horn got thrown out of the New Hampshire Republican Party. They are all losers, but Abe Lincoln Republicans is all smiles. So that is the president's response. I'm just going to tell you, I don't know. It's sad. They know the truth of what happened to this virus. And it's very, very sad of what took place. Very sad what took place in this video to scare the people. So I'm going to take a little break, that little segment. I just want to say, I just cannot believe people hate America that bad. And I'm wondering what in the world happened. Okay. That they hate, not just, see, they don't hate this man. They hate you. They hate me. Hey, what is the media doing now? They're telling you in the numbers, it's your fault you went out too soon. We're going to talk about that. It's your fault you went out too soon. And Trump put this out, but I just want to show you the picture because if you knew the show, I've done this story several times in the past. Number 13. Oh, I can't stand Joe Scarborough. Okay. Whatever is Joe. Joe? Who is that? Lori? Is that her name, Lori? Did she used to work for Joe? Is Lori dead? Rape him or kill him? I don't know. Just saying. Just saying. Take a break. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
So we are catching up on We the People and Justice for All. No, I'm serious. We the People and Justice for All. I mean, I'm gonna do a little story here in a minute. There's lawsuits now, and the church doors are not going to stay closed. They're just not. We the people cannot figure out. Now, whether you get up and go to church on Sunday morning, that's your business. Show everybody how to get in touch with us. I want to make sure we do that. Maybe I'm not looking at the screen and you've already done it, Emily. But we the people. Now, one thing I tell people all the time, you can't change human nature. You can't do it. You can't change human nature, okay? And freedom is human nature. It's just freedom. You just are internally built with wanting freedom. Okay. It's starting to happen. Now we're gonna show you in a minute. Somebody pushed a now. I'm not making fun of mall cops. How do I do this without making? But there's a lot of people. Okay, there was a movie called Serve and Protect. It's hilarious. There's a lot of young guys and ladies out there that wear the uniform. They got a taser or they got mace for, whatever. So they are the cops of the zoo and the mall. Well, I don't. All right, say anyhow. So a guy gets pushed in the drink. Okay, he gets pushed right in the water the other day. Right. When you start coming up and telling people what they can do, hey, you two are a little close. Well, you should have seen us an hour ago. No, I'm serious. You two are a little close, please. I know you didn't just tell me that because I decided on my own free will it's so that person to get closer. Now, I'm not going against all the social distancing. Let's not fight. But you know what? Look, dude, boom, go down there in the water. You got to wear a mask. Here's my mask. They're looking for a guy now that wiped his nose on some lady's shirt. Okay, so let me do this. This is a different segment. I want to go a different way right now. I think the 11th, May 11th, okay, is the court date. And May 11th is a court date. And I want to just remind you this right here. And this audience out here is going to say, are you really telling us this? Yes, I am. So let's go over a couple pictures, okay? Let's go over number one. All right, number one. Who is this? There's a reason I picked someone. This is Sally Yates. Sally Yates, just remember today, Sally Yates was the acting attorney general after Loretta Lynch went to be with her grandchildren, as her and Bill Clinton said. But Loretta Lynch had left, and Sally Yates has become the interim, attorney general of the United States. Remember, she would not enforce the travel ban. Oh my God, remember that? Which ended up becoming supported by the Supreme Court, but she wouldn't. And there's Comey next to her. It's interesting there, okay? That's that one. Let's go to number two. All right. Just want to remind you something. We're going to get out of this. Number two, there's Sally Yates with Clapper. Okay. Number three, there's Sally Yates with Eric Holder. But Sally Yates is where I'm at, Clapper. Okay. Number four, here's Comey, Yates, and Obama. Right? Just stay with me here. This one I absolutely love. I love this picture. This is before the inauguration. Okay. And Trump was invited to come to the White House for a photo op and a meeting and to hear what kept Obama up at nights. Okay. Here's number five, one of my favorite pictures. All right. And to me, this is Barack Hussein Obama knowing what he's getting ready to do to Donald J. Trump, and Donald J. Trump saying, let's just get this over with. Okay. Here's number six. Now, I won't bring this one up for a reason. Again, there's Sally Yates. And there is the little girl right there in the middle. What is her name? We'll talk about it later. There is the Obama. Let's go to the next one. There's Comey. He's in the room. Comey in the room a lot. Here, I'm proud of you, boy. I'm proud of you, boy. John Brennan, number 7. Look at Trump. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Here's number 9. Number 9, Biden sniffing Susan Rice's hair. What is that called? Afro Sheen? I know. That was wrong, right? I know. I got it. What you got going there? Let me sniff. Biden. Here is number 10, Susan Rice. Remember, she went out on the morning shows, told all those lies. There's Obama. There's my girl. She'll lie about anything, right? Now, before we get to something else, let's go up. Let's just remember this one right here, number 8. Go to 8. Let's leave 8 on the board for a minute, although it's not. Okay, so let's say this, and this I just want you to remember because 11th is coming, all right? This is from February 24, 2018. Susan Rice documented a January 2017 meeting with Obama, Comey, Yates after being directed to do so by the White House counsel. So my understanding is Comey's in the room, all right? You got to remember, this is January. Trump doesn't get sworn into the 20th. Is it January 20th off the top of my head, inauguration? So this is January. Obama's still president, okay? All right? They start hearing and seeing the kind of guys and girls that Trump's going to put in there. So they hold a meeting. Rice, Comey, Yates, okay? I understand Brennan's in the room. Clapper's in the room, Obama, right? So they hold a meeting. Chuck Grassley, Graham uncover unusual emails sent by Susan Rice to herself on President Trump's inauguration day. Okay, there was a meeting. A meeting. Okay, so let me get one more up here. Obama administration discusses how much to share about Russia with incoming Trump team. CNN. President Barack Obama met in January 2017 with FBI Director James Comey and other top security officials discussing sharing information related to Russia with the incoming president. Now, they're all in there. I think if my head's right, it's January 5th. January 5th, they have a powwow. Brennan, Clapper, Obama, right? Susan Rice, Sally Yates, James Comey. Did I leave anybody out? They have a powwow. The whole corruption team gets together and has a powwow with Obama. January 5th, okay? So then what happens here I had it just a minute ago, okay? Be very careful. Comey was first person to tell Trump about the Steele dossier before inauguration. He couldn't have been more nervous. Really? The meeting went down, my understanding, January 5th in the Oval Office with the entire corruption team. They put all their lies together. They had everything ready to go, and they sent Comey on January. Donald Trump first learned about the allegations contained in the Steele dossier from then FBI Director James Comey on January 6, 2017. Now, you're going to ask me why I'm going down this road, because the fact is, Obama knew. The fact is, Susan Rice, Sally Yates, I keep saying it, January 5th, January 6th. Where does he go? He goes to the Trump Tower with his marching orders from Obama, okay? These reports allege Trump has deep ties to Russia. A dossier compiled by a person who has claimed to be a former British intelligence officer alleged Russia has compromising information on Trump. The allegations are unverified. The report contains errors. January 10th. Was it January 10th that BuzzFeed release the dossier? I don't know. Just tell me. I give you my email. On the 5th, the meeting. Okay? On the 5th, the meeting. On the 6th, Comey goes to Trump Tower. And it was at the 10th, BuzzFeed releases the dossier. Let me tell you something. All right? And the only reason I bring that up is because I'm about damn tired of these people that hate my country. Now, you could call it my country, our country, whatever. But right now, in my heart, it's my country. And I hope you're saying the same thing. Not to be selfish. I'm about damn tired of these people. And let me tell you something. It's going to happen. All right? So when you see Joe Scarborough playing with a U in it, Morning in America, when you see the media trying to attack the president, we have to help. Don't forget, this is coming down. It is. Now here is, to me, okay, give me number 11. See those two people in the shades? See them? Give me number 12. That is Sidney Powell. To me, the deep state better be in fear. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to step out and say, I don't know how she's still alive today. Now, the license to lie, exposing corruption in the Department of Justice, if you go, you could find all of her books. I mean, all of her books, okay? Okay, I couldn't put up 7. Okay, I get it. Thanks a lot. So you find all of her books, and I want to give you I want to give you a website, okay? Last night that I looked at, well, I wanted to make sure I told you. She has a website called, okay, creepsonamission.com. And I usually don't do this, but I want to let you know, if you don't know about creepsonamission.com, you should go there, check it out, find out a lot more about Sidney Powell. The other thing I want you to do, because like I said, I only have 2 hours, she's done amazing interviews, but she did a cabal, okay? She did an amazing interview on Breitbart Radio Sunday. Okay, Sidney Powell, look it up. It's 22 minutes. It's an amazing video. The 11th, she says, and I'm pretty sure I have my date right. She says on the 11th, okay, that the court will have no choice but to throw out the whole Michael Flynn case. Throw it out. If that happens on the 11th, okay, get ready. Get ready for what's about to happen between now, okay, now and November, all right? Don't worry about the propaganda machines. We have our work cut out for us. I will never let you know that this is going to be an easy job between now and November. Remember, January 5th, Obama, he is a criminal. I'm sorry, he is a criminal. Barack Hussein Obama is a criminal, not a former president of the United States. Did I say criminal? Absolutely. Barack's in the room. Susan Rice, she's a criminal. Okay? Talk about Dave. She's in the room. James Clapper, a criminal, a hater of this country, working with foreign countries, as far as I'm concerned, these people to bring us down. Okay? They want to burn us to the ground and then lift it up in their image of how they think. You know what their image is? Is the Chinese economic model. That's exactly, yes, it is. Criminal. Susan Rice, a criminal. Sally Yates, a criminal. They were all in the room on January 5th. Comey goes to Trump Tower on the 6th after the game plan. And BuzzFeed releases this phony dossier. Next thing you know, Flynn and Michael Jr., their ass is in trouble. We've got a special counsel. Comey gets fired. We got a special counsel, Robert Mueller. List goes on. You remember Trump came out that day and said they spied on him, and everybody laughed. Hell, you say. All right, so we'll take a break. We're going to come back. Let's talk about Joe Scarborough. Put on the screen, okay? This is the hashtag that the president put out. We'll show you. Open Joe cold case. So everything you tweet out, okay, we've got to knock Joe Scarborough off his game, and Minka, that crazy ass bat, that old bat Minka. She looks new. She spent a lot of money looking new. Just saying. I probably should stop. Let's take a break.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblett, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains' lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
All right, we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Okay, so here you got, did you put the social media way to follow us? I don't look over there. That's where I can see what's going on. Sometimes I miss it. Thank you very much. That phone number is 24/7. That email's 24/7. There's all the ways you can follow us on social media. And let me just say this, okay? After 9 o'clock, I want to do a little bit of who we are and what we're doing coming out of this pandemic as a company, okay? So I hope you'll stay tuned for that. I'm going to do just a little bit because I'm seeing what's happening across the country. I want to tell you what we are doing as a company, what we have done. So I want to do that after 9 o'clock. Now, there's a clause, okay? Not Santa Claus, I know. There's a clause in the trade deal that if a natural disaster, some sort of natural disaster hits, okay? Got it. So I'm talking with someone maybe now a month ago, 3 weeks ago, and we're talking about this, and do we say it yet? And I said, well, let me research it. Let me wait for it to come out. Okay. And it did. If my understanding is if the pandemic is considered a natural disaster, some bat flew into town, not bat. If Batman and Robin dove down into this wet market and infected the food there, then that would be an act of nature, okay, an act of God. They don't believe in God over there in China, so we're just going to call it an act of nature. We used to call it act of God. Tree, boom, hey, God threw a tree on your house. So it's an act of nature. So if we could do that and prove that, China could go to Donald Trump and say, the trade deal's rough. We got to work some things out because, this bat flew in from 40 miles away, hung upside. Grandpa Munster. Did anybody ever understand that reference? If you did, let me know. So Grandpa Munster flies in and he's hanging upside down and he infects, he puts a spell on all the food there. Natural disaster. We've got to start all over. But if it's in the Wuhan, is it viral lab or something like that? If it's in the lab, let's just say that, then China may have to pay reparations to the world for collapsing the economy. China may have to pay for holding it under their hat. China may have to pay for saying, hey, before we let anybody know, World Health Organization, you got to back us on this. You need to let us get all the masks, ventilators, but our penicillin over here. So they expelled, and I'm going to do this for a reason, they expelled the journalists, right? Last week before last, I have several segments on the journalist, right? The journalists were expelled, and now they're back. Remember how happy CNN was to be back? Okay, so they're painting these little pictures, and so we're reopening the country, and when something happens, I want to go through this quickly because I'm going to talk about it probably about 9:30, but when something happens, they're trying to get your mind off China, okay? And when something happens, it's Trump's fault. China had nothing to do with it. So if one guy in a tourist hat flies over from Wuhan and now we all got the virus, just saying that jokingly, what happens from here on out is Trump's fault. They're painting this picture, 87, I'm going somewhere with this. So let's go at 87. Here's a model, projects 3,000 US deaths a day by June. There's Fauci, okay? And that will be Trump's fault because we're reopening our economy. Did you get that one, 87? There you go. Thank you. Number 86, 40 plus U.S. states to partially reopen by the weekend. Oh my God, it's our own fault. Number 85, about 3,000 deaths a day. More mobility will lead to more spread. So projections by June, 3,000 will die a day. That's going to be Trump's fault, right? Now they're running cover, the propaganda for China, okay? Number 84, sources, intelligence from U.S. ally sources. Virus came from a market in China. Now, how could these people hate America? If they want to hate Trump, okay, go for it. But how can they hate America enough to try to kill the trade deal and possibly make China, okay, have to answer for what they did? All right. I'm not going with the accident, but you can go with the accident if you want, because I think, well, China, would they want to kill their own people? I don't know. I just remember a tank running a guy over on TV. Just saying. Just saying. I remember the one child rule. So, wrong baby. Just, hey, I'm the damn bad guy, right? Do you really think that China would kill their own people? No, hell no, I don't think that. Woo-hoo. That's my cuckoo for you out there. All right, so came from, why are they helping? Okay, so here's number 83. Why did they show the person that's up eating Jell-O in the bed? Why did they find the coronavirus person that's infected in the hospital that's eating his Jell-O? You know, can I get the Jell-O? And smiles and waves. No, they're in the trauma. Jana. And I did watch, this is not what I'm going to do on the show. I did watch the nurse, the crying. I got it. I watched that. I watch everything, okay? I'm trying to handle some things I'm looking at the propaganda that they're trying to sell. We've got a election to win. Look at that. 1.18 million U.S. cases, nearly 69 deaths. Claims, 83. Now, I understand our government has not always told us the truth. Whoa. They haven't always leveled with us. Pompeo claimed virus came from Chinese lab. They're claiming it. Now, here's CNN. They're selling it this morning. Okay. 81. Sources, intelligence from U.S. allies. Source show virus came from market in China. Here's this smug guy over there, number 80. He's in there. Look at him. He's just telling me it came from. Now we've got this guy from the Washington Post. He's helping sell it. Number 70, Pompeo claimed virus came from China. Okay. Number 78. Number 77, he is. So we're going to get to China. Keep going with China. Okay. Let me get to another one. This is the fear, number 69. Continue the fear. Run the propaganda for China. Models project sharp rise in deaths as states reopen. So we are going to have a rise. It's going to be our fault. Here's today's cases, number 67, going somewhere with this, okay, number 67, 69,149. You know I do not believe the number. I do not believe the number. Number 65, we'll talk about this in a different way in a minute. Number 65, White House seeks to limit congressional testimony for at least a month. Nancy Schumer, they all want hearings and bring this guy so they can do the China propaganda. I'm serious. They are prepared to let China slide on this. Okay. Democrats know that number one, Biden, if you're not out there, Biden will be a Chinese best friend. They don't want Trump reelected. They want Biden reelected. Democrats are ready to slide right in and take all the little Chi-Coms, dollars, whatever, what they got. They don't have yens. They got whatever they got. They're ready to go, man. And they want hearings, okay? Number 63, statement from Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. President Trump should learn that by muzzling science and the truth, it will only prolong this health and economic crisis. The president's failure to accept the truth and then his desire to hide it is one of the chief reasons we are lagging behind so many other countries in beating this scourge. Now, I wish no harm on anybody, but if this guy jumps out in front of a bus and I'm just sitting here, how am I the bad guy? I mean, if he gets run over by a bus today, I have nothing to do. I ain't driving the damn bus. Give me a shot of driving that bus. I didn't say that. I wouldn't do nothing to harm anybody. All right, so keep this in mind, okay? We're going to go China. I want to go with, this is China. Go with number, wait a minute. Here's California. Go with 61. They're debating reopening. Now, there's 328 million people. Keep that in check in this country. Coronavirus, as of May 5th in in. Now, out of the 328 million, I think California has 30 million, right? 30 million or 38 million. You do the math there, you figure 2,285 people have died. It's closed. All about China. Here is the election map, number 60, that they're trying to sell. I'm going somewhere with this. You're going to want to pay attention, right? Here's number 59. They want you to believe right here that Biden is beating Trump. All about China, every bit of it. Number 58, here's what they do. I'm just showing you the taglines. New models predict sharp rise in U.S. deaths as states reopen. It'll be Trump killing people, whether you want to or not. I'm going to talk about this at a different time. Number 51, China hid coronavirus severity in order to hoard medical supplies. China covered up its trade activity by publicly denying it was ever imposed an export ban, masks, and so forth, right? Number 50, this is the propaganda, stay with me. Did the coronavirus really escape from a Chinese lab? Here's what we know. No is a big word. No. Here's what we know. Experts say animal to human transmission is far more likely, but some circumstantial evidence gets thrown out in court. Some circumstantial evidence suggests that possibly it was accidentally released by a lab. Well, keep in mind, as I just said, I have a lot of circumstantial cases. I believe I have a very well-built circumstantial case that I'd like to find some evidence that Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, may have sold the Senate seat to current Senator Kelly Loeffler and her husband, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, Jeffrey Sprecher. But my circumstantial evidence, right? Experts say animal to human. See, they put an expert that says animal to human transmission is far more likely. So they went with an expert, but some circumstantial evidence. So you got the expert on this end, and then where you and I are looking at it, we're considered circumstantial evidence. So I'm just going with that. I've got somewhere I'm going with this. 49. The coronavirus really escaped from the lab. Here's what we know. Some critics have raised the concern that the White House is pushing the intelligence agency to validate the conclusion that helps it politically by distracting attention from the question of whether it acted too soon. Folks, if it's considered a natural, see, the experts say animal, the bat, Grandpa Munster flew in, right? Batman flew in and hung up, and next thing you know, this wet market, boom. Experts say that happened. Circumstantial says this. So if we don't have what we need, the Chinese could say, hey, it just happened. It's a natural disaster. So let's just scrap that whole trade deal. I'm telling you, this is some scary time. Number 48, Fauci. See, that's why they want Fauci on the Hill, so they can have him under testimony sworn. They want him to do that. Like that means anything. We've seen Comey, right? We've seen the deep state do that. You swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Or somebody named Larry on 5th Street because we can't say God? I sure do. You're going to hear the truth from me. China's clean. Their hands are clean. Little bat flew in, boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, they're on a slow boat from China and they're out there. They got 20 cases on the boat. That's how I see it. Oh, China's scot-free. Fauci. I haven't gotten upset recently. Fauci, no scientific evidence. Virus was made in a Chinese lab. Now I'm going to catch hell because is it the same Chinese lab that you got a grant for? Holy mackerel. So it couldn't have happened in that lab, because you know a little more than you're telling, little Fauci. Smack him again, Clancy. What do you know, Fauci? Sorry. I'm sorry. That's how I have to do it. All right, so here's another one, 47. Fauci, no scientific evidence. If you look at the evolution of the virus in bats and what's out there now is very, very strongly leaning towards the virus could not have been artificially or deliberately manipulated the way the mutations have naturally evolved. Oh, I get it. 46. No scientific evidence that coronavirus is made in China. We got nothing. So, where's my glasses? Here's one of them senators, one of them important senators, Chuck Schumer. Do you have any evidence it came from a bat? Do you understand why Trump hates bats? Where did the virus come from? China lab or Grandpa Munster? I'm telling you now, we got nothing. We got nothing, man. I got to get off that because I'm getting out there. Okay. Number 45, pressure grows on China for independent investigation into pandemic origins. Okay. Number 43, conflict over claims COVID-19 originated from Wuhan lab. Number 40, new dramatic letdowns and social distancing rules. '41, the propaganda team. Just read it there. 40, we're opening too fast. You went outside. You touched a duck. Hey, ducky, I got bread. Oh. Number 30, there's Trump killing people. Just taking a break from killing people. Number 30, took a little break there. Is that 30? That's not 30. Well, 39. That might be 30. Sorry. Will you ever forgive me? Please forgive me. It is 39, not 30. Emily, I'm sorry. So number 39, U.S. confirms nearly 1.2. So Trump took a break the other night from killing people, did a little. Here is what I told you today, 38, the Lincoln Project, okay? Number 37, 36, 34. Here's number 33 as Joe Scarborough talks about the new ad from conservative group Angers Trump, Mourning with a U in America. So let's stop there for a minute. And let me just say this, okay? China is a communist country. Oh, why? Did I shock you? They are, when I was growing up, Russia was tagged more the enemy. China was unknown. You know, I remember when Nixon went to China, okay? Russia was the enemy. We have to win the war against China, whether you're that put you in fear or not, but we're in a war. Could it turn to a complete conflict? Yes. Could it become a war as you know it? Yes. We're in a war. China's no good, folks. No. Okay. Now, H.W. Bush, George W. Bush, Barack Hussein Obama, every one of them kissed the Chi-Com's keister. Everyone gave everything away on this country. Trump has been the first person to have nerve. Now, I want you to remember something, okay? You would hear from time to time with Obama that somebody would say China stole our intellectual property. But remember the last time, can you remember the last time a president, give me the time, send it to me in the date, a president of the United States took on China? So, whoa, no more. Trump is the first president in my lifetime to take on China. The others were, pansy ass. They wouldn't do it. Trump has. Oh, let's see. Our economy collapsed. Who did it? China. Okay. China has hated us, and China doesn't care. Now, if you watch, I do not know. I mean, hell, I got kicked out of biology. All right. I wouldn't go and got kicked out. So I don't have this major depth in biology, but I have read a couple articles. And when I watched a video, I heard proteins. And I heard, you got to watch it. You can laugh at me. I heard proteins were created that took the virus to mutate from me to you. It was how these proteins. Okay, just listen. Now, China is no good. You're going to say, quit telling us that. Hold on. Give me number. Give me number 25. China tried to kill your pets. What the hell? We're fighting. Did this happen in a lab? On March 15, 2000, FDA learned that a certain pet foods were sickening and killing cats and dogs. The FDA found contaminants in a vegetable proteins imported into the United States from China and used as an ingredient in pet food. So they tried to kill Sparky, Buffy, and whatever you name a cat, because, just whatever you name a cat, kittens or mittens or whatever. They tried to kill them. Protein, supplement, boom, in your dog food. I wonder if that was created in a lab, that supplement that was sent over. Wonder if that was in a lab, okay? Just wondering. Tried to kill your damn dogs. A portion of the tainted pet food was used to produce farm animal feed and fish feed. FDA and U.S. Department of Agriculture discovered that some animals that ate the tainted, and the article goes on. See if I can find it here, if I have it here. Let me see if I have it. That's not the article. Let's see. Hold on, I'm going to see if I have it. This is from the Food and Drug Administration. Right from there, just put in the pet food recall in 2007. See, who is president of the United States? Barack Hussein Obama. So let's go with another one, okay? Hang tight. See if I want that one right now or not. Give me number 23. Remember, it seems like just yesterday they kicked our journalist out. Okay. Hold on. Number 22 from the New York Times. Now, let's go with one more thing because I don't have time to do all of them. This is pretty simple. Put up number 24. Trump might be able to play this against the China card. Homeowners also blame them for headaches and respiratory ailments. Not respiratory ailments. Was this in a wet market? Replacing Chinese drywall in the United States could cost $15 to $25 billion, according to national underwriters and insurance industry publication. Toxic Chinese drywall creates a housing disaster. can go on all day. I know about the Chinese drywall. I did some consulting. I did some consulting in Florida. We won't get in there. You can look up fly ash and what fly ash is and how it's a slur and how they manufactured it and how they kept a good drywall for them and sent us the drywall to poison us. Yes, we can go into that. Sent us poisoned drywall. Theirs not poisoned. Ours poisoned. Wonder if they knew they sent us the poison drywall and they kept the good drywall. Or did they all have poison drywall and it was never reported? All the above, okay? Was that made in a lab or did somebody make that in the back room at a market? Was that made in a lab? I wonder. I wonder if that was made in a lab. Be prepared. China's not our friend. They rolled over somebody in Tiananmen Square as the world watched. They butcher up babies because they have a population control. So the next time somebody looks at you and says, I don't think China would do something and create something that would kill their own people. Huh, hell you say. Ready? Show them. Yes, they would. Do I think, I'll look in the camera, and do I think this country of 2.3 billion, 1.8 billion, whatever they would kill 1 million just to say it's not their fault? I know one thing, they made sure that they got it out. They made sure that they kept it contained by reporting it, not the virus. Kept the reporting of it contained. They let the World Health Organization help them write the narrative and keep it down. They stockpiled on everything they needed to curtail it the way they wanted so it didn't kill 1 billion of them. They just want 1 million or 2. So they hoarded everything up and then said, maybe we should talk about it. Because I got a lot of people saying in December they think they had it. All right? China's not our friend. China's trying to get out of a trade deal. CNN is an enemy of the state. MSNBC, they're enemies of the state. Nancy Pelosi, they're enemies of this country. Sorry, only way to put it. So would China, I don't know, did they make the drywall and poison our people in Florida? You want to talk about that? You want to talk about our dog food? The list goes on and on and on. Take a break.
Circuit World has complete queen bedroom packages at amazing prices. Get this queen bed, dresser and mirror, one nightstand, bedding set, and free 32-inch TV, all for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this complete queen bedroom set and sleep in style, also for only $1799.99 or $129.99 a month. What an incredible deal! Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
I'm Jeff Riblet, President of Asset Protection Group. As a certified financial planner and with 20 years experience, I've helped thousands of families and business owners create a tremendous amount of wealth. Fortunately, most of that wealth has been protected. Don't allow an unforeseen life event, such as a nursing home stay or the next market meltdown, destroy your family's wealth. Be smart. Call me. Let's determine how best to protect your assets and preserve your wealth.
It's been 4 generations of family ownership, tens of thousands of customers, and more Chevys than we'd ever be able to count. And more than 60 years later, when we say Days gets it done, we still mean it. With the North Georgia Mountains lowest Chevy prices, a huge selection, and outstanding customer care. See Days Chevrolet in Jasper, and let's get it done. Days Chevrolet. Days gets it done. Find new roads.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
All right, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, hold on just a minute. I'm trying to get a clear pronunciation, and I can't. So I'm going to do the best. I sometimes I'll go in here, and 2 syllables, 3 syllables, 4, and then 5. I'm out there. I try to get a pronunciation correct. On sometimes, but body was found July 20th around 8 a.m. by a couple who arrived at the office in Fort Walton Beach for an appointment. She was found slumped over next to the desk on the floor of Scarborough's office. A second employee who was normally at the office was away on vacation. Away on vacation. Ooh. So here we go. I have done this before. This story before. So give me number 13. And this is Joe Scarborough. And allegedly, at this time, his girlfriend. Allegedly. Because I know Scarborough's just waiting to get the attorneys to contact me now. And her name is Lori. Okay. Klaus or Clawsuits. Either Clawsuits or Klaus. I'm going to go Lori. Lori Clawsuits. Lori. And Lori works in one of his offices. Now, if you're in Congress, what you do is you set up field offices in your congressional district that handle if people call in, they got a problem with their Social Security, or they got this or that. You help them out in the area. You are a representative. You have field offices. And this young lady, okay, she was found dead at her desk at 28 around 8 a.m. Now, there's a whole lot of stuff out there, okay, by a couple who came in, blah, 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 but concluded that she died of an accidental death after undiagnosed heart issue caused her to lose consciousness and hit her head on the desk. So this lady, not everyone was satisfied that this was the case of an accidental death. Trump tweeted Donald Trump used Twitter in 2017 and 2020 to get the case reopened. All right. So a second employee was supposed to be there. All right. 20-year-old office worker of the U.S., Joe Scarborough, was found dead Friday on the district. Preliminary findings is that the medical examiner's office showed no foul play or other outward indication of suicide. All right. She had worked for Scarborough since 99. Let's see. A month later, a medical examiner concluded that Klaus had been feeling unwell and died after a heart problem caused her to fall and hit her head on the desk. Well, so this lady that I understand, if you do the research, Emily, you made my day. Did you put that hashtag up there? Just do it. You made that. Way to go. So there's Joe. Keep the hashtag up, Scarborough, right? He is evil. I'm sorry. He is flat out evil. He is a disgusting person. Him and Minka Brzezinski. I tell you every day. All right. I tell you every day they are the gatekeepers of hell. All right. And I want to get them up for a reason. Give me number 31. And we're going to go back to that one. Remember that number. Okay. Here's Joe Scarborough. Okay. He left his wife after Minka showed interest on the show. Boy, that's a segment I could do. So Joe Scarborough's married. He's got these kids. Allegedly, this young lady, Lori, is allegedly somebody he was mentoring. These congressmen like to mentor these young ladies. What's that mean? Mentor, daddy. So Joe's mentoring this young lady. She is taken and smitten by his power. He's cute. He can play a guitar. And then later on, he gets this job after he retires, because look at when Joe retired, why he retired. Possibly there was going to be an investigation into Joe. So Joe knew if he retired out of Congress, he could kill that. Just look it up. Use all your research today, okay? So then he does this show, Morning Joe, and he meets Minka. And at that time, her coffee cups were an A. Just saying. At that time, she had a little crow's feet. I know I'm in damn trouble now, right? At that time. And then every day Joe showed up at work, Minka was looking a little more appetizing. Is that the word? You look good today. Have you done something new? How come I can't see around you? Just saying, just saying. I can't see the producer. Pull those things back. Oh, now I'm out there. Now I'm out there. I know it. All right, so anyhow. So these are the two gatekeepers of hell. If you take your last breath on this earth and the next thing you do is you see these two, you didn't go to the right place, okay? So they are evil, and they are doing everything to bring the president down. So let's go back to our picture of Joe there, all right? Now let's go with number 14. Oh, that's it. Yeah, there you go. Number 14. Trump wants Comcast. He calls them NBC Comcast to probe MSNBC's Joe Scarborough over Florida cold case. Now, supposedly she's a healthy young lady. Supposedly she is. Okay. Supposedly she ran marathons. Okay. She's a healthy kid. So circumstantial evidence here. Her other person that's usually there was on vacation. Hey, when's this one going on vacation? This one here? Okay. Hey, what's that drug again that makes it look like you have a heart problem? Okay. Got it. And she's running that morning. That'll accelerate her heart rate? Okay. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right. So Trump wants Comcast. So this lady gets up too fast. Oh, I stood up too fast, right? Now, is she on medication that says may cause dizziness? No. She stands up too fast, spins around. dribbles her head off the corner of the desk. She's gone. What the hell? Isn't that the saddest story? All right. Here's number 15. Comcast, number 15 there. Thank you there. Thank you. Thank you. There you go. Great job. Comcast should open a long overdue Florida cold case against Psycho Joe Scarborough. I know him and Crazy Minka well. I know him well. They used to hang out with Trump. Here's the thing. Trump kicked their asses out. All right? They came to Mar-a-Lago for a Christmas dinner. Trump opens the front door. Joe, where the hell did you get this thing? This is a surgical wreck. She's got to go, Joe. You can't bring her in. Come back when you, Joe, get the hell out of here. What makes you think we're like that even? So they get mad. I know him and Crazy Minka well. Used them beautifully in the last election. Dumped them nicely. I love this. You can say what you want. He used them and dumped them. I love it, and he's correct. And will state on the record that he's nuts besides bad ratings. Leave that up there, okay? Number 16, MSDNC and fake news CNN are going wild trying to protect China. I've told you that, okay? So here we go. Let me go back to and make sure there's nothing else I want to do on that. I did have something else up. Now, I know you don't like the Daily Cause. I don't know if they still exist, but there's a story on there called The Ugly Story in Joe Scarborough's Political Closet. Joe Scarborough, host of MSNBC's Morning Joe, is sending signals that he might be ready to run again for public office. He was the subject of a fawning profile and parade. An op-ed penned in Politico made Joe Scarborough sound like a reasonable Republican. This is a pretty long story. I have to get really here we go. I know it was many Americans probably have forgotten or never knew that a 20-year-old female, put her back up. Let me get her number for you, 13. A 28-year-old female staff member was found dead in the summer of 2001 in the office of the U.S. Rep. Joe Scarborough, Florida. Officials in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, determined that Lori Clausewitz died from an accident. The mainstream press largely ignored the case, but our review of several investigation reports indicate the official finding is highly questionable. Okay? So that story's out there. I'm not backing that website. They're all out there. Okay? So here it is. What I want you to do is everything. I want you to hashtag Open Joe Cold Case everywhere you go, no matter what you do. Hashtag it. Okay? Let's get on getting the heat on Joe Scarborough and burning up Twitter with hashtag Joe Cold Case. I'm going to take a break because I want to come back. I got a couple more things I want to do before we close the show today.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hey, folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I want to talk a little bit about Fetch Your News, FYN TV, our company. First, we are coming back out of, let me see how this sounds. We're back, baby. We never went anywhere, but I want to go over a couple things that we're doing. Yesterday, let me make it official. Yesterday, the company CEO, CFO, and general manager got together. And I walked out of the meeting and I was so impressed. And let me say this, and I don't even know how to put it into words. FetchYourNews.com is a very successful company. I'm not being arrogant. I'm not the reason it's successful. The people we bring in, they understand our goal of wanting to be successful, and they want to be successful, and they're doing it. I can't explain if I go into detail. When you have somebody walk in your office 3 years ago and say, basically, I have no idea what you're doing. I don't know how to do what you're doing. I know you're a news company, but if you give me a chance, and tears well up in me, because I always tell people, young people, everybody, all I could do is give you an opportunity, and that's all you ever need to look for, is an opportunity. And when somebody asks me for an opportunity, it's like, so an individual said, I don't know what you're doing, but if you give me a chance, I will learn it. I will make sure I learn it. 3 years after the fact, this individual is the general manager of our company, and we have several like that, and it's amazing. So what I want to share with you before we close, we're not done talking about Wuhan or anything else, but I want to share this with you. If you go to fetchernews.com, just that simple, you will look at the top of the website. It'll say Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. It will say Sunday Edition, FYN TV, Flash Media Group, Team FYN Sports. Well, you know the government closed basically sports, but we are reopening Team FYN Sports. It didn't go anywhere. We just didn't have nothing to do. Flash Media Group is our marketing company. FYN TV you're watching. The Sunday Edition, what the Sunday Edition is, okay? The Sunday Edition is no politics. Seriously, it's growing. We launched it about 2 months ago. It launches every Sunday morning at 6 a.m. No politics, no arrest records, nothing like that. Just a good morning edition. So if you want to get involved, if you have a favorite recipe, if you know a ghost story that's family something years ago, I'm serious. If you have something you want to put into the Sunday Edition, get in touch with us. Then you see Georgia, North Carolina, and Tennessee. Now, if you scroll down, you will see a big banner. It says Georgia News, FYN Tennessee News, FYN North Carolina News, Flash Media Group. That's our marketing company. If you're out there and you want to know how to market your company, we have an opportunity. We have a way we can help you all the way through, no matter what it is, social media, branding, whatever. Sunday Edition and Team FYN Sports and FYNTV.com. You will see that there. Now, I just want to say this and I'll move on, okay? And I would like this clipped out and moved, Emily, because if you want to, because if you click on Georgia, there are now 29 counties, means those 29 counties, we are looking to make sure they are dedicated news for those counties, 29. We are looking for a reporter for Board of Education, everything, community, schools, you name it, 29 counties. Look at Georgia, see which county you may want to get involved in, or if you know somebody in that county would like. When you click on North Carolina, we are growing there. There are 8 counties now in North Carolina. Click on North Carolina, you'll see 8 different counties. And now you click on Tennessee and you'll see 6 counties in Tennessee. Hold on. I will see if I can do the math. 8 and 6 would be 14. So 8 and 6, that's 14. Carry the 1. Let's see, 14. Hold on. So that would be 3, 2. Am I right? Is it 43 total counties between Tennessee, Georgia, and North Carolina? So the last thing I want to say is if you want to be involved in the fastest, this will soon be the fastest rural America growing news network, online news network in the country. Yes. Our game plan is to stay in rural America. To hell with Mecklenburg County. Figure it out, okay? We will be soon the fastest rural online news network in America. Write that down there, Emily. If you want to be involved, if you are a news reporter, video news reporter, broadcaster, and you want to do a broadcast news, we'd like to do a broadcast news network, all right? Any of those counties, if you want to get in Sunday Edition, political, courtroom reporter, not courtroom reporter, court reporter, whatever, you got it? You want to get involved? This is the place. You have conservative kids out there, here's where you want to go, right here, okay? Just put up the way to contact us again. Send me your resume, whatever. You want to do your own TV show? You want to do this? You got it. Send me a note. All right? But this, we are pushing, and we are not living in fear here. This is a new launch that we just did a couple weeks ago. We're not living in fear. We're living for tomorrow. Okay. We're working today and planning for tomorrow. Write that down. That's pretty good too. We work every day and we always plan for tomorrow. We always plan and we always review on what we're doing. This is an outstanding place to be, Jack. Oh, no, that's Joe Biden. So anyhow, I want you to see that. More coming up, coming your way. FYNTV.com. Take a short break. Don't go away. I want to get back to you know what. Take a very short break. We'll be right back.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in LOJ, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down-drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment. All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
Circuit World has 9-piece living room packages at incredible prices. Get this stylish sofa and love seat, 3 tables, 2 lamps, 43-inch 4K TV, and stand, all for only $1699.99 or $129.99 a month. Or get this 9-piece living room and reclining sofa and reclining love seat, now only $1999.99 or $149.99 a month. These packages are amazing. Stop in today at one of our 5 locations and get the furniture you've always wanted at Circuit World.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Ace is your healthful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Okay, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let me show you something here. Now, I told you at the beginning of the show, okay, and when I'm training people, I don't care how this sounds. I've been in sales and marketing for 35 years. I've been in management my whole life, okay, and when I'm training people to manage, no matter how this sounds, and I've done a lot over the years. There's a lot of people working all over the United States that I train them in management. I talk about human nature, okay? And I talk about you can't make somebody do. You know, my mom would always say, you can't make someone do, and leave it at that. You just can't make someone do, okay? So, and I don't mean you can't make somebody do their work. I'm just saying, and what I took from that and studied for years was human nature. You can't make someone do. Human nature is human nature. A person's going to get up and they're going to do something. And I want to share this with you because it's very important, okay? So give me number 52. All right. Now, this is the governor. He's a never Trumper, Larry Hogan. I got to make this quick, of Maryland. Governor pushes back on Cox lawsuit. Okay, fine. All right. Now, our Constitution allows us to assemble. Okay, yes, it does. Justice and liberty and justice for all. All right, simple words. Okay. Number 53, the overwhelming majority of Marylanders agree with the steps that the governor has taken to save lives. They're always saving lives. Okay. Number 54, religious leaders, business owners, lawmakers file federal lawsuit over Hogan's stay-at-home order. Now, human nature is we want to assemble, and our founding fathers knew that. We came to this country to assemble freely, okay? Well, that's not exactly it. Listen, you know, we told the king we didn't want the king's religion. We came over here to assemble as we chose, as we wanted, whatever. All right. Number 55, religious leaders, business owners, and lawmakers file federal lawsuit over Hogan's stay-at-home order. Number 56, Maryland sued over governor's stay-at-home order. Okay, here's number 57. Okay, number 57. Now, let me see where that's at because I want to stay there for a minute. Number 57. Now, the American people are going to go out of the house. All right. It's over. Okay. And what I mean by that is human nature, American people, their free will wants to go out and find out, am I going to get it or not? If I get it, I get it. Am I going to live? Am I going to survive? Now, we never have any news. When I say never, I know that's a big word, but very few times we have any news whatsoever talking about survivors. None. No news talking about survivors. Very little. There are 3,000 deaths, but there's never a number flashed up that 243,000 today survived it. They got it. We know that this virus could happen, and you think you got a 24-hour virus. A friend of mine the other day said that they were up all night and, they were fine the next day. Now, they didn't test or anything, but maybe they had the virus. No discussion, but the American people are ready to find out. The American people are ready to decide on their own what they want to do, whether they want to wear a mask, not wear a mask, okay? They have weaponized this virus in such a fear that if you've done anything out of what they're calling the norm, you're dangerous. Seriously. So the bottom line is Americans are going to come out of the house, they're going to go to the beach, they're going to go in the restaurant, they're going to go into the movies. All right, they just are. So let me show you this, and then I'm going to give you my point so I can close. And I think this is worth my point to close. We want to open. They're going to try to make it sound like you opened too soon. All right, number 70. Americans ignore rules, gather in public as cases rise. So you're going to be led to feel you want to go out and take a chance. Now, some of you don't, but human nature says, I'm going to go take a chance. Now, here's what happened yesterday. I don't know how many, number 71. Okay. Number 71. Ranger tells crowd to social distance is shoved off a deck. So there's a group of people, right, in Austin, Texas, and they're not interested in this ranger saying, hey, you guys need to spread out. He gets shoved in the water because these people, as you will see and watch, human nature is they're going to do what they want to do. Now, it is totally wrong that they've stopped churches. It is totally wrong that they've stopped funerals. It really is. Okay. Now, this guy here, okay, and this is sad because this is public enemy number one now today. I'm not joking. Number 43, okay? Now, when this is in Holly, Michigan, number 43, okay? When they reported this on CNN this morning, they actually were reporting it. Local authorities need your help in identifying this man. Okay? I'm serious. Local authorities, I'm watching this morning, local authorities need help in identifying this man. And they're posting it because what did he do? He went in, he doesn't want to wear a mask. I don't want to wear a mask. I have talked to my doctors enough to understand what the mask is for. I'm hoping I don't sneeze and I don't have the virus. I get it. But here is number 72. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong one. Number 72. Did we have the other one up earlier? Okay, here's number 70. Customer wipes nose on clerk's shirt over mask issue. She keeps telling him, sir, you can't be in the store without a mask. He don't want to wear a mask. And she keeps telling him. So he finally walked up to her shirt and said, okay, this is my mask. Are you happy? And then number 73, they have him leaving the store. And they're asking for your help in identifying this person. This is not a joke. They're asking for your help to find this person. Okay? Then I'll do the last one, number 74. Security guard killed after mask dispute. Okay? So these ladies supposedly go in this dollar store in Flint, Michigan, or whatever it is. They don't want to wear a mask. They get put out of the store for not wearing a mask. And supposedly boyfriend or whatever, or husband goes back and said, you don't treat my wife this way. And a security guard is dead. Government overreach. And the government told you you could buy cigarettes, lottery tickets, alcohol. I'm not joking. But these other things, churches, problem. So let me finish up with this. So as you well know, and I don't get too personal, but as you well know, okay, there's been several in my family that's 1,000 miles from here in Pennsylvania that has had the virus. So my father, I guess 3 weeks ago, has died 3 weeks ago. COVID-19 is his statistic on his chart. But that's not what my father died from. He died with COVID-19, yes. My mother got COVID-19, went into the hospital, was there about 6 days, recuperated from COVID-19. They did a course of hydroxychloroquine. Okay. They did that on her. She's home. Clean bill of health. All right. Health department has give her a clean. She's clean. My mom. So my brother-in-law, 17 days, COVID-19. Now he has underlying conditions. I'm not going to go into it, but he does 17 days, but he's home. Health department gave him a clean. My other sister, okay, about 6 days, never hospitalized, but she had a very long 6-7 days and could not recover from it. But we think the reason she couldn't recover from it earlier or faster was because of the stress of my dad dying. Okay, so she's 7 days, clean bill of health now. Okay, just saw her the other day, fine. My other sister, 48 hours. My brother-in-law, he got sick. He couldn't shake it for 2 weeks, but he finally just shook it. No hospitalization, but he's sick. Okay, sister, yeah, all clean bill of health. Everybody clean. Brother has lived in it over a month and nothing. Jerry's fine. He's absolutely fine. So I'm not going to go back to tell all the stories, but I was up there about a month ago and I left and I self-quarantined, all the above. My dad died. I went up here in North Carolina to bury him. And my brother was there. My sister that originally had it, which they were cleared, but I came home, self-quarantined another 14 days. Now my family, and here's the reason I want you to stay with the story. We're going to go a little up past 10 if you don't mind. But we had not had a chance to do what normally you do, right? Your dad dies, you go home, be with your mom, your sisters, family start coming in from out of state. Boom, 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 whatever. Couldn't do any of that. Had to do everything virtual, video, phone calls. My sister, my dad had a funeral in Pennsylvania and then a burial in North. She could not go to either one. All right. So anyhow, so we made sure that everybody had a clean bill of health from the health department. Okay. And we planned this past weekend for a big family dinner on Saturday. So now I'm going to tell you what I've done. We'll see what happens. All right. So I flew up there. So I drove down to the airport. Okay. I go into the airport. No traffic, nobody really in there. But I get in line, and this is where the funny part is, and it's human nature. Okay. I get in line for the checkout. The security. And they have the marks on the floor 6 feet apart, and everybody's doing that. So I get up, I scan my stuff. On the other side, from here 10 feet away, everybody's elbows touching each other, trying to get a bin out and take their shoes off because God knows there's no virus on the floor, right? So we taking our shoes off, belts, and so we go through the scanner. On the other side of the scanner, right? Everybody's touching again, nobody thinks. Human nature. So we go down to Concourse C, next stop. And I'm only going to tell the one side in the risk, in the considering time. I'm only going to tell the one side. I'm not going to tell Philly back because there's a different story there. So we get to the gate. Now, normally, if you know anything about a airport, they have been packed, right? Packed. Flew American Airlines. So this gate here, usually you only have room and it's standing room only. There's enough room for everybody at 2 or 3 gates to spread out. So human nature, everybody just went and spread out all over this airport. Nobody was sitting next to anybody. All right? Human nature again. So then they get on there. Now boarding group 1, group 2, group 3. Just everybody getting on a plane, getting a damn line. Basically what they say. Next thing you know, all these people that social distance by themselves because they didn't want to sit next to anybody because they got in line within 3 inches apart of each other. Nobody. Then we got on a plane where everybody sit next to each other. I'm just saying, okay? We will see in the next whatever. And I will let you know, I did consult with doctors. I did consult with 2 doctors before I went. All right? But I'm going to tell you now, Americans, human nature, are ready to go back outside. They're ready. I do understand older Americans are affected different with this, but they're ready to go back outside. They're ready to take a chance. And if they get the virus, they're ready to see if they can get over it, right or wrong. 10:03. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you for always watching the show. Don't forget, okay, put up, there you go. Don't forget, you can always get in touch with me at any time. That's how it is here. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Take us out of here.